Now, I do not know how things are going to go here this morning. It's probably about mid-morning already. and I'm probably going to be spending most of my time assembling the third aircraft. This was the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and Tony's getting the fourth one. He might actually get it today. We'll see how it goes. Now, earlier this morning when I got up, I got to find something to talk about, right? So earlier this morning I got up and I put out the carrots as per usual, and I'm out there and I'm thinking, my goodness, it feels really cold. So I go back inside and I look at my thermometer and it's minus 24 Celsius, which isn't really that bad. I mean, we've had a lot worse. And I don't want to sit here all day talking about the temperature in Winnipeg. Anyway, a little later, a rabbit comes by. And I'm looking at him in my surveillance monitor, and I'm thinking he looks like a little ball of fur just sitting there. And I'm thinking how he looks a little bit different from usual. And then it kind of hit me. His ears are folded back against his body. And so I slipped on my telephoto lens and I snapped some pictures. Now, those of you who are camera buffs, you might be thinking to yourself, well, these pictures don't look as sharp as I thought they should be. Well, please remember, I was taking them through a tri-pane window, in other words, triple pane, and it probably was not as clean as it could have been, and I was doing it handheld. Yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. You know, I like to have these kind of pictures so sharp that you can see your reflection in the animal's eye. And, yeah, if you notice, the rabbit, his ears are back against his body, so that in other words, if he was to stick them up, they'd probably freeze and break off. Well, it wasn't that cold. Anyway, I just thought I'd fill in some time here. Let's see what I can do with this little airplane. And at the end of the day, I'll show you how far I got. In the meantime, you're just going to have to put up with a very disjointed, rather short episode. Okay. 4 or 5 hours has passed. And I glued on the float struts using extra thin. And then I went outside and cleaned the snow off the car because I have a very important appointment that I have to attend to tomorrow morning. And telling you more than you need to know, I guess. Anyway, well, I guess about an hour had passed. Came back in and started to put the floats on. I put one on at a time. That kind of went better than trying to put them both on at the same time. But I was noticing that the joint was still pretty soft, and I almost broke up one of these struts out of the joint where it hooks onto the, I think was it this one or one of the ones in the back closer to the fuselage. Anyway, got that fixed up. I got the floats on, they're pretty straight. I've put more CA glue on the joints so that they will... Now, probably my brain froze up a little bit when I was outside cleaning off the car, because I meant extra thin, not CA. You know, the plastic will liquefy, and then I'm hoping that overnight it's going to harden up really good, so that I'll be able to handle it without, worrying about accidentally, bending a float off. Right now they're on there, but it's not real strong because, like I say, all the connections are still pretty soft. So, yeah, we're going to cut this video off here because next step is to try and get the photo etch cross bracing on, and then the canopy. Well, the canopy shouldn't be too hard. Oh, and as for Tony's delivery in Toronto, it's delivered. So right now he's probably looking at that little a sprue with all the little parts on it, and I'll bet you he's thinking to himself, my goodness, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was. It looked so big on the screen. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Okay, thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.